Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about the reflections on a line not terminated with Z naught. Okay, that is from the subject the transmission lines and RF system and transmission lines and waveguides. So already in the previous videos we discussed the general theory of the transmission line, the different types of parameters we discussed, the general transmission line solution we discussed, then the standing wave. Okay, so all these things we discussed. So here we are going to see about the reflection on a line not terminated in Z naught. So what is mean by reflection? Okay, when the reflection happening in a transmission line means if the line is not terminated with Z naught. What is Z naught? Z naught is said to be the characteristics impedance. So you just see this is one transmission line. Okay, this is the sending end, this is the receiving end. In receiving end, the load impedance is connected. If the load impedance is at or is not equal to the characteristics impedance means at the time we will get reflection. Okay, so you see when the load impedance is not equal to the characteristics impedance of the transmission line, reflection takes place. So what is mean by reflection means if the line is not in matched condition means, so we are transmitting signal from this sender to receiver. Okay, if the line is not a perfectly matched means again from this wave. Okay, so from this incident wave, so this wave is called as incident wave. That is, what is incident wave? The wave traveling from sender to receiver. Okay, so in our forward path it is called as a incident wave. So if the line is not matched condition, this incident wave, the part of incident wave again reflected back to the sender. Okay, so that wave is called as a reflected wave. So the superimposition of this incident wave and the reflected wave, it is said to be the standing wave. So we will discuss this standing wave and standing wave ratio in the next unit. Okay, so here only we are going to discuss about the reflection. So in which condition we will get reflection? Reflection means a part of wave again coming back to the sender. It is called as a reflection. Okay, in which condition the transmission line get reflection? When the load impedance is not equal to the characteristics impedance, the reflection takes place. So now we are going to prove this reflection. And in order to mention how much amount of reflection is there in a transmission line, we are going to derive one parameter. It is called as a reflection coefficient. Okay, so the first one, so the case one, you see, if the transmission line is not terminated with characteristics impedance, that is ZR is not equal to Z naught at the time. So already we derived the voltage and current equation of the transmission line in that condition. Okay, so the voltage equation is VR by 2 into 1 plus Z naught by ZR e power eta x plus 1 minus Z naught by ZR e power minus eta x. And similarly, the current equation is already IR by 2 into 1 plus ZR by Z naught e power eta x plus 1 minus ZR by Z naught into e power minus eta x. Okay, so you see this two equation. So in this equation, each equation consists of two terms. Okay, so one term, that is the term related with this e power minus eta x. So what is the term? So the term related with e power eta x is VR by 2 1 plus Z naught by ZR. So this wave, it is said to be the incident wave. So one wave, one is moving in the forward direction, that is sender to receiver. So the sender to receiver wave is called as incident wave. So this incident wave is represented by this part, VR by 2 1 plus Z naught by ZR. Similarly, in the current equation also, the term related with this e power eta x, it is said to be the incident wave. Okay, then the other one is moving in the opposite direction. Okay, so which one you see? So what is the other term? The other term consists of e power minus eta x. That is VR by 2 and 1 minus Z naught by ZR. If it is a voltage, in current, IR by 2, 1 minus ZR by Z naught. So this term, it is said to be this term, and this term, it is said to be the reflected wave. So the other wave is moving in the opposite direction. Okay, that is from receiver to transmitter. Okay, that wave is called as a reflected wave. Okay, so you see, one wave is moving from sender to receiver. It is called as an incident wave. That incident wave is represented by the term related with e power eta x. Okay, the another wave moving in the opposite direction, that is mentioned by e power minus eta x term. Okay, so that wave is called as a reflected wave. Okay, so you see, the term varying e power eta x represents a wave progressing from sending end to receiving end. Okay, and similarly, the term varying with e power minus eta x represent a wave from receiving end to sending end. So one wave is incident wave, another one is a reflected wave. Okay, so this is the case in if the line is not terminated with characteristics impedance. Okay, then case 2. What does mean by case 2? Means if the transmission line is perfectly matched. That means the transmission line is terminated with characteristics impedance. That is ZR equal to Z0. So if you are terminating the transmission line with the perfect characteristics impedance, means at the time we will not get any reflected wave. So you just substitute ZR equal to Z0 in our this voltage and current equation. So you see, if you are substituting Z0 and ZR means, so this term is reduced to VR by 2, 1 plus Z0 equal to ZR. That's why 1. So 1 plus 1, 2. So 2 into e power eta x plus this term, it is 0. Since 1 minus 1, 0. So the second term is automatically reduced to 0. Similarly, in current equation also, this e power minus eta x term, it is reduced to 0. So only the voltage and current equation consisting of incident wave only. Okay, in which condition? In case 2. What is case 2? If the line is terminated with characteristics impedance. Okay, so when the line is terminated with characteristics impedance, so the voltage and current equation, it is reduced to VR into e power eta x. Okay, since the 2 here, 1 plus 1, 2. So this 2 and this 2 cancelled. So we will get only VR by 2 e power eta x. Similarly, the current I equal to IR by 2 into 2 eta x, 2 cancel. So IR into e power eta x. Okay, so you see this expression. So in this expression, only the term e power eta x is available. So what it means? It means only the incident wave. Okay, so if the line is perfectly terminated, perfectly matched line means in that voltage and current equation, it consists of only incident wave, no reflection. Okay, this is the thing. So now in order to measure how much amount of reflection is happening in a transmission line, we are going to derive one parameter, one important parameter. It is called as a reflection coefficient. Okay, so the name reflection coefficient means in order to measure how much amount of reflection is available in our transmission line, we are going to use the term, it is called as reflection coefficient. So you see the definition. So this is an important 2-mark question. Reflection coefficient is defined as it's a ratio of reflected voltage to the incident voltage. Okay, it's nothing but reflected voltage divided by the incident voltage. It is called as a reflection coefficient. So it is mentioned by K. Okay, so which is equal to VR divided by Vs. So reflected voltage, incident voltage. So here we have to substitute the value of VR and Vs. Okay, what is VR? So you see already we derived the value. This is the total voltage equation. So in this, which one is incident? This is incident. This is a reflected. So which one is a reflected voltage? VR by 2, 1 minus Z0 by ZR. Okay, so you see the reflected voltage is VR by 2, 1 minus Z0 by ZR. And the term related with e power eta x is incident. So this is incident, VR by 2, 1 plus Z0 by ZR. So here VR by 2 cancelled. Then you take LCM. So ZR minus Z0 by ZR divided by ZR plus Z0 by ZR. So here ZR cancelled. So we will get ZR minus Z0 by ZR plus Z0. This is said to be the reflection coefficient. Okay, so using this formula, you may get 2 more problem. Okay, so we'll solve all problems after completing the unit. So the reflection coefficient K, what is the formula? The difference between load impedance and characteristics impedance by the addition of load impedance and characteristics impedance. Okay, so you just remember this formula. And it is also defined as, so this reflection coefficient we derived from the voltage equation. Similarly, the reflection coefficient we may derive using the current formula. Okay, so here the reflection coefficient in terms of current means reflected current divided by the incident current. So you see which one is the reflected current. So here you see reflected current is IR by 2 1 minus ZR by Z0. The incident is IR by 2 1 plus ZR by Z0. So if you are solving, we will get the minus of ZR minus Z0 by ZR plus Z0 we will get. Okay, so that's why the reflection in terms of reflected current and incident current, the reflection coefficient is defined as it's a ratio of reflected current by incident current, but that value it is always negative. Okay, if in terms of voltage, if you are deriving the K value as some that is 0.5 means in terms of current, if you are deriving that coefficient is minus 0.5. Okay, so the reflection coefficient is negative in terms of current. Okay, so these are all the things. So next we are concluding this topic. So you see, so you just remember these points in order to attend the MCQ. Okay, if the transmission line is terminated by its characteristics impedance, the reflection coefficient becomes 0. Okay, correct. Since we will get perfect, for a perfect transmission line, the reflection coefficient is 0. What it means, the reflection coefficient is 0 means there is no reflected wave. Okay, only the wave is traveling from sender to receiver. That is the meaning. It's a very important point. And another one, if the transmission line is open circuited. Okay, if the transmission line either open circuited or short circuited, we will get maximum reflection. Okay, so in which situation we will get maximum reflection? Either the transmission line is open circuited or short circuited. What does it mean by open circuited? If the load, if the receiving end of the transmission line is open circuited, means it is a open circuited condition. Similarly, short circuited means the receiving end is shorted, means it is a short circuited. Either open circuited condition and short circuited condition, we will get the reflection coefficient is maximum. So what is the maximum value of reflection coefficient? It is 1. Okay, so you see if the transmission line is open circuited. Okay, so in this open circuited condition, what is the impedance measured at this open circuited end? ZR is infinity. So substitute this ZR is infinity in our K formula. So the reflection coefficient K equal to ZR minus Z0 by ZR plus Z0. Okay, so you take ZR outside, we can write 1 minus ZR by Z0 plus 1 plus Z0 by ZR. So here ZR cancel. Now you substitute ZR equal to infinity in our formula. So if you are substituting ZR as a infinity means, so anything by infinity is 0. So 1 minus 0 by 1 plus 0. What is the answer? 1. Okay, so the transmission line is open circuited. What is the reflection coefficient? It is 1. Similarly, the next case, if the transmission line is short circuited, okay, under short circuited condition, what is the impedance measured at this load end? ZR is 0. So substituting this ZR is 0 in our reflection coefficient formula, the reflection coefficient becomes minus 1. Okay, so how you see? K equal to ZR minus Z0 by ZR plus Z0. So you substitute ZR as a 0. So 0 minus Z0 by 0 plus Z0. So we will get minus 1. Okay, so these are all the things. So this is also a 2-mark question. So sometime they may ask what is the reflection coefficient under the line is open circuited condition and short circuited condition. So in open circuited condition, K equal to 1. In short circuited condition, the K equal to minus 1. Okay, so this is the thing behind the reflection. Okay, so in which situation we will get reflection? If the line is not terminated by Z0, we will get reflection. Okay, if the line is perfectly terminated means we will not get reflection. So reflection coefficient is 0. And the maximum reflection is happening under open circuited condition and short circuited condition. Okay, so these are all the things to remember from this reflection point. Okay, And if you want to learn the MCQ video for this reflection topic, already I posted the MCQ videos in a separate playlist. Transmission lines and RF system MCQ playlist is there in my channel. Okay, so in that you study first lecture videos, and the related MCQ video you study, just recall it. Okay, so thanks for watching my channel, and please subscribe my channel for more videos, and press the bell notification button. Okay, so you will get the videos immediately after posting this. Okay, so thank you. We will meet in the next video.